out incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our... The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. D.D. Westbrook to return from his end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You talk about this Titan defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Carr able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Well, this defense for the Titans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Carr's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Williams will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taken at about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of... Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now Carr. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to connect there with Rachaad White out of the backfield. And it's third and short. You talk about this Titan defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. White, he'll try the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Carr now on first down. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First carry of the game from Zamir White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The numbers for White a week ago: 16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Titans at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
3rd down and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down, here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down by a good 3 yards as they convert on 4th and 5.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Stroud. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud will look to throw once more. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Stroud to throw it. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. And now out comes Houston. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go up the middle with White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Carr now on first down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. To throw, it's Carr. This one swung out to Williams. Only a yard in the completion in 2nd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the room.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple.
Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Stroud. There's Trimble, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 14-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Stroud. He's able to find Wallace. That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Brings up 4th and 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Completes it to Davis. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. That's taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Elliott running right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option.
And into the end zone for Tennessee, touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's complete downfield to James. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Texans first down.
Throwing now is Carr. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Touchdown, Houston. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards here for number 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Stroud now on second down. Little short pass to James, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. We're off to the fourth quarter here in week 5. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. On the bootleg, Stroud. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Inside give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Stroud flushed out right. Complete to the tight end, James. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Santos able to tackle an extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action, make it look like the same exact play, and throw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
And that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's Stroud. Little short pass to James. And he is going to have a Titans 1st down, and that do it. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Stroud looks to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 19.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stroud back to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. That is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Throwing his Carr. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And the hook up here with Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Tennessee, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem.